This is Shelley Craft. We're coming to you live on SNN Live. We're at the 5th Annual LD Micro Conference taking place right here in beautiful uptown Bel Air, California. I have with me Cody Lee of Westbridge Energy, WEB, on the TSX Venture. Cody, welcome to SNN Live.
Thank you, Shelley. Very delighted to be here with you.
Okay, let's get the Westbridge story out to our investor audience.
Westbridge has acquired an 80% holding in offshore Namibia, which is just north of South Africa on the west coast. We are at a fine position right now in that we've been able to acquire at an excellent price, which is a work commitment in one of the last geologic frontiers that exists on planet Earth.
So what's the size?
Well, our acreage position is 1.5 million acres, or rather just shy, currently of 1.5 million acres, which, to put into perspective, the most productive Gulf of Mexico block is 40,000 acres, and we have 1.5 million.
1.5 million acres, that's like a ridiculously large size. I mean, what's that equivalent to in the size of a country in landmass? I mean, I'm not joking. It's huge.
Well, the offshore coast of Namibia is 1.5 times the size of the coast of California. And there have been 17 recent penetrations in that particular coastline, so you're looking at an area that's massively underexplored, that has significant geologic upside, and an opportunity for a company like ours to assemble a good position and be able to then get it developed appropriately.
What's your background? I mean, who's running this company? This is like, this is gigantic.
It's an enormous opportunity. The board and the managers of Westbridge were involved last in a company called UNX, which was Universal Power, that assembled a large acreage block in Namibia and ultimately raised right around $60 million on it and sold in late 2011 to a Brazilian company called HRT for just over $750 million. And so the team that we have assembled, from our chairman to our board, has have the claim of having the largest deal ever done in Namibia. And then my background is putting deals together in the United States throughout the shale plays and being able to leverage good assemblage of acreage with the right geologic story, and then ultimately bringing in the right partners.
You know, I seem to know a name in the business that you might be related to. Who's your closest relative in the business?
My father is Knut Lee, who is past president of the American Association of Professional Landmen and quite a successful entrepreneur in the oil business.
So he's the fruit hasn't fallen far from the tree, eh?
I've done my best to try to copy what he's done, yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, so what is the possible next step that's going to lead to developing this property?
Well, here's the exciting things for Westbridge right now is, number one, Namibia has a lot of activity by the majors that are coming in there, from Repsol to BP to Petrobras. So great offshore exploration companies are already in the area with drilling programs in place. We have a 4-year period in which we have to complete the first portion of our license agreement, which doesn't involve drilling. So we get an opportunity to watch what the majors are going to do, which is significant for a company of our size, and we will hopefully be able to take the lift that they're going to be able to generate by finding hydrocarbons offshore. We also have some geologic work that we need to accomplish in what we understand from where we are. I've already outlined, it's a big place. And so being able to use all of the data that we have at our fingertips and then spend some time gathering new data, that allows us to be able to tell a better story, bring in the right partners to help us on the technical side, and bring in the right partners that allow us to be more successful on the drilling.
Why Namibia?
Well, if you look at a map of the world, there's not a lot of shoreline that has been underexplored. And Namibia is a stable democracy that has a small footprint in terms of actual population. It's only 2.1 million people that live in Namibia. And so it has just generally been a bit underexplored, and a lot of the easy to find stuff that's more shallow that exists north in Angola has pinched out geologically in Namibia. It's the deeper, more rich areas that are very oil prone and match up with some of the big offshore Brazilian discoveries that make Namibia a very exciting place for somebody who's excited about being on the exploration side of the oil business.
And the website is?
westbridgeweb.com.
westbridgeweb.com. Ladies and gentlemen, Cody Lee, Westbridge Energy, WEB on the TSXV. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNN Live. We're at the 5th Annual LD Micro Conference right here in lovely Bel Air, California. Cody, thanks for coming on to SNN Live.
Thank you so much, Shelley.